vast grasslands of the Serengeti, a theater of life and death, constantly hum with the primal struggle for survival. Here, amidst the sweeping plains, the leopard, one of nature's most graceful and enigmatic predators, carves out its existence. Every silent step, every calculated stalk, is a testament to its unyielding will to survive. The narrative of Sahara, a young mother leopard, offers us a profound glimpse into this relentless battle for life. The sacred Genesis, a new beginning in the wild. Sahara, with the weight of motherhood upon her, embarked on the most crucial phase of her life. After tireless wandering across the boundless Serengeti, her instincts led her to a secluded, dense bush nestled within a hidden valley. This was to be her sanctuary, a chosen haven for the profound act of nesting. With a caution born of countless generations of survival, Sahara meticulously surveyed her surroundings, her keen senses attuned to the slightest whisper of danger, ensuring no predator's gaze was fixed upon her sacred space. Then, with an almost ritualistic dedication, she began to excavate a small burrow in the soft earth. Her labored breathing, a rhythmic counterpoint to the rustling grass, and the sharp, unblinking gaze in her eyes, betrayed a hidden fatigue. Yet, beneath it all, burned an unwavering resolve. She was ready to embrace the challenge of bringing new life into this formidable world. Soon, the first cub emerged, a tiny, fragile bundle of wet fur. Sahara, with a tenderness that defied the harshness of her world, gently caressed her newborn with a loving tongue. This primal act stimulated its blood circulation, coaxing it into a new existence. One by one, 3 more cubs followed, each a testament to her strength and endurance. Within the heart of the makeshift nest, nestled amongst the protective foliage, lay 4 tiny leopards. They huddled together, a fragile knot of innocence, snuggled close for warmth and security. Sahara's eyes, luminous with determination, shone with an almost palpable intensity. She knew, with an ancestral certainty, that from this moment forward, every single action she took would dictate the very survival of these miniature creatures in the unforgiving wild. This was not merely about her own survival anymore. It was about the continuation of a lineage, the safeguarding of a future generation. My years of observing these magnificent felines have shown me that this initial nesting phase is paramount. A leopardess, particularly a first-time mother, will spend days, sometimes weeks, scouting for the perfect, most concealed location. It's a combination of instinct and learned behavior passed down through generations. The choice of a valley or a dense thicket isn't arbitrary. These locations offer natural concealment from aerial predators, like eagles, and ground-dwelling threats like hyenas or rival big cats. The meticulous checking of surroundings isn't just about immediate threats. It's also about assessing the long-term viability of the site, water sources, proximity to prey, and escape routes. The act of licking the cubs, beyond stimulating blood flow, is a crucial bonding ritual, imprinting the mother's scent on her offspring and initiating the complex social dynamic that will define their early lives. The first forays, stepping into a larger world. Weeks unfolded, each day a delicate balance of nurturing and vigilance. Sahara, a sentinel of her fragile brood, sensed the inevitable moment approaching, the time to introduce her cubs to their extended family, a wider world beyond the confines of their initial burrow. By now, the cubs had opened their eyes, their gazes, though still soft, held a nascent curiosity. They had gained enough strength to make short, tentative movements, their small paws testing the earth. Their days were filled with innocent play, scratching at blades of grass, and constantly snuggling up to their mother, a living shield against the unknown. Driven by an instinct honed over millennia, Sahara made a pivotal decision to abandon their current hiding place and seek a safer, more expansive territory. This new land promised the gathering of a larger family, a community of leopard mothers, each raising their own cubs. This collective would form a protective vanguard, a small but formidable community united against the myriad dangers that lurked within the vast grasslands. That morning, as the first rays of the Serengeti sun painted the sky in hues of gold and rose, Sahara gently roused each cub with a deep, resonant cry. The children, though still small, exhibited a newfound agility, their movements more coordinated. One by one, they followed their mother, a determined procession threading its way through the long, whispering grass. The journey was fraught with peril, a constant test of Sahara's vigilance. Her ears were perpetually to the ground, her majestic head held high, straining to catch any unusual sound, any tremor in the air that might signify danger. Whenever her heightened senses detected a threat, she would swiftly signal her cubs, a silent command for them to drop to the ground, melting into the grass. She would then shield them with her own powerful body, her dappled fur a natural camouflage against the discerning eyes of predators. A chilling moment arrived when the ominous silhouette of a group of cheetahs appeared in the distance. Sahara, without hesitation, immediately led her children on a wide detour, steering them clear of the swift hunters. The mother leopard understood, with an acute awareness, that even the slightest misstep, a moment of lapsed vigilance, could render her precious cubs vulnerable targets for any predator. Yet, amidst the harsh realities of survival, life often reveals moments of pure, unadulterated delight. The leopard cubs, upon encountering the long-tailed birds flitting across the grasslands for the very first time, could not contain their burgeoning curiosity. Their tiny forms trotted after the birds, a charming display of youthful wonder. But Sahara, ever the guardian, swiftly brought them back into formation, ensuring they remained within the protective circle of her sight. From my perspective, this migration to a larger family group is a brilliant survival strategy. While leopards are generally solitary, the formation of these temporary creches or communal groups amongst mothers with young cubs offers a significant advantage in terms of shared vigilance and defense against larger predators. It's a pragmatic adaptation in a world where a single misstep can be fatal. The cubs' curiosity, while endearing, is also a critical part of their development, teaching them about their environment. Sahara's swift reining them in teaches them discipline and the crucial importance of staying close to the safety of the group. It's a delicate balance between allowing them to explore and ensuring their immediate safety. The apex predator's apprenticeship, lessons in the wild. On the golden plains, bathed in the life-giving warmth of the Serengeti sun, where vast herds of wildebeest moved in a perpetual, thundering migration, Sahara found herself leading 3 other leopard mothers on a monumental hunt. This was more than just a quest for sustenance. It was a collective endeavor, an opportunity for the entire community of leopard mothers to secure sufficient nutrition for their rapidly growing cubs. This communal hunt, while not typical for solitary leopards, underscores the extraordinary circumstances of raising multiple litters in a competitive environment. In the tranquil early light of dawn, the leopards would begin their day. Sahara and 2 other mothers diligently tended to their cubs. Each small form was a bundle of boundless energy, running, jumping, and playing with an innocent joy that belied the dangers of their world. One cub playfully trotted off, chasing its sibling's tail, while another, with a mischievous glint in its eye, climbed onto its mother's back as if to playfully tease her. Sahara, with a gentle grace, licked a leopard cub's fur, her eyes ever watchful, constantly scanning their surroundings to ensure an unwavering perimeter of safety. The small cheetahs, a common misnomer often used in casual observation for young leopards. Though anatomically distinct, the context here clearly refers to young leopards given the preceding narrative about Sahara with their distinctive spotted fur, had now grown large enough to venture out on their own. They chased each other through the long grass, leaping and rolling on the ground in a delightful display of burgeoning strength. One cub, in an attempt to mimic its siblings, tried to jump onto another's back, but comically failed, tumbling in the grass. Another, captivated by a wind-blown leaf, joyfully scampered after it, its every movement a celebration of life. Sahara stood in the distance, her gaze filled with caution. Yet she could not entirely conceal the welling pride as she observed her children maturing, day by day, into formidable predators. Then, a pivotal moment arrived. While playing, a leopard cub suddenly froze. Its ears pricked, its eyes fixed on a distant, tempting target. A young antelope, momentarily separated from its herd. The other cubs quickly noticed as well, their eyes lighting up with an undeniable excitement. No words were exchanged, they instinctively understood. Step by careful step, just as their mothers had meticulously taught them through countless play hunts, they began to approach. The group crouched low to the ground, melting into the tall grass, their movements silent, almost ethereal. An absolute stillness enveloped them. This was to be their first taste of real prey, a true hunt. Excitement and a burgeoning enthusiasm coursed through their every silent move as they lay motionless, perfectly camouflaged. The cubs, panting with a mixture of exertion and anticipation, brimmed with pride. They began to tear into their hard-earned spoils, eating and drinking, a ritual of triumph for first-time predators. Sahara approached, her presence a silent acknowledgement of their success. She gently inspected the prey, a quiet affirmation of their burgeoning skills, and then, with a profound tenderness, licked each cub's fur, a silent congratulation. Though their eating was still clumsy, this was a monumental first step, a definitive mark of their maturity in this harsh, demanding world. My research has illuminated the critical nature of these early hunting lessons. Play hunting, while seemingly innocuous, is the foundation upon which their future survival depends. The transition from play to actual predation is a significant leap, requiring a synthesis of all the learned behaviors: stalking, camouflage, teamwork, even rudimentary, and the final, decisive pounce. The mother's silent approval and licking of the cubs are not just affectionate gestures. They reinforce positive behavior and strengthen the family bond, crucial for developing confident and successful hunters. During a quiet morning in the Serengeti grasslands, Sahara decided to impart yet another vital lesson: how to climb trees. While leopards, unlike some of their feline cousins, are not solely defined by their climbing prowess, this skill is, at times, a critical factor in their survival. It offers a vital escape route from dangerous enemies, particularly lions and hyenas, and provides an elevated vantage point to observe prey or scan for threats. Sahara, drawing on her deep instinct and hard-won experience, understood unequivocally that this was a fundamental skill her cubs needed for their own protection. As time unfurled, Sahara's leopard cubs gradually matured. They navigated the challenging first months of life, a gauntlet of lessons and dangers, to become true hunters in their own right. From small and vulnerable creatures, they transformed day by day, embodying the strength and skills that Sahara had so patiently and lovingly imparted. Her dedication, born of a mother's fierce love and boundless patience, was the crucible in which their formidable abilities were forged. Lessons from the wild, a reflection. The tailies of the Serengeti leopard and the nanoborax, while seemingly disparate, weave a common thread: the indomitable spirit of life in the face of profound adversity. From Sahara's fierce, protective love for her cubs, guiding them through their perilous infancy and teaching them the intricate dances of survival, to the oryx's remarkable physiological and behavioral adaptations that allow it to defy the harshest desert, we witness nature's relentless pursuit of continuity. The power of adaptation. Both species exemplify the astonishing capacity of life to adapt. The leopard's mastery of camouflage, its silent stalk, and its learned hunting techniques are finely tuned responses to its predatory existence. The oryx's internal cooling system, water conservation, and collective defense are evolutionary masterpieces, allowing it to thrive where others perish. This teaches us that survival often hinges on flexibility and the ability to evolve with changing circumstances. The importance of nurturing and education. Sahara's dedication to her cubs highlights the critical role of parental guidance in the animal kingdom. Her lessons, from stalking prey to climbing trees, are not merely instinctual. They are taught, reinforced, and perfected. For the oryx, the herd serves as a collective school, passing down vital survival skills. This underscores a universal truth: the nurturing of the young. The transfer of knowledge is paramount for the continuation of any lineage, be it animal or human. Ultimately, the lives of the Serengeti leopard and profound narratives of survival, adaptation, and the enduring power of the wild. They offer us not just a glimpse into their worlds, but timeless lessons about resilience, family, and our shared responsibility to preserve the fragile beauty of